This is the video lesson for Algebra 1A, section 1.5, adding and subtracting real numbers. Okay, so adding and subtracting real numbers is not too different than adding and subtracting regular numbers, but now we have negatives, right, with integers. So it gets a little tricky, but hopefully you guys can do this one fast. 3 plus 5 is just 8. And using a number line, right, if you're on 3, you just add 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you just move 1 over every time and you get to 8. So obviously that's going to be your easiest one when they're both positive. When you're adding a positive and a negative number, you're going to start at 3 here, and then you're going to add a negative number, which is the same. That means you're going left. So you're the same as subtracting. So then this is saying plus negative 5. You're going to go left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is negative 2. Okay, and then if you start at a negative number and you add a positive number, that you're going to just go to whatever number is first, you go to that on the number line, and then plus 5 means you're going to go right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be 2. And then the last example, you're starting at a negative number and you're adding a negative number, so that means you're going to go left on the number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 8. Okay, so try these on your own. Press pause and then check back for the solution. Here are these ones right here, and you can use the number line. Okay, hopefully you got 12, 4, negative 4, and negative 12. Okay, moving on. And we're introducing a new vocabulary word called the absolute value. So what the absolute value is it's the distance that a number is from 0 on a number line. So basically, if you have a negative number, the absolute value of that is the positive. So distance is always positive. So here, if you have the absolute value of 4, right, that's 4 units from 0, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. The distance is 4. If you have negative 4, the absolute value of that's also 4 units from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the absolute value just takes a negative number and makes it positive. Okay, so now we're going to do some more adding and subtracting. If you're at negative 12 and you add 7, you're going to end up at negative 5. You can also do these on the calculator. Just find that negative button. Do negative 12 plus 7. Because what happens with these is whichever one's bigger, that one's going to be whatever sign that one is, or whatever the absolute value of each number is. Whichever one's bigger, that sign is going to be the sign of the answer. So, right, since this absolute value of 12, right, this is 12 spots from 0. This is going to be the same sign as the answer. So in this one, this absolute value is bigger, so this number is going to be negative. Okay, and then this one, this magnitude is bigger, so this answer is going to be positive. And then this one, this number is going to be bigger. That's 0.75. That's bigger than that. This one's going to be negative. So let's see what happens. If you do negative 18, you're going to go left 2 from 18, which is going to be negative 20 on the number line. And then this one here, you can do on your calculator, negative 4.8 plus 9.5. This one's going to be positive 4.7. And then this one here, let's make them both have the same bottom since it's a fraction. The greatest common denominator is going to be 12. So you can multiply these both by 3. This is 9/12. Multiply these both by 2, and this is plus negative 10 over 12. So this is both 12 on the bottom, and then 9 plus negative 10, which is negative 1 over 12. Okay, here are 3 for you to try on your own. Press pause, check back for the solutions. Okay, hopefully you got negative 24 here, negative 2, and negative 2.1. All right, now when you subtract, this is when it just gets a little tricky. This stuff isn't too hard, but you just got to get used to it. Subtracting negatives. So here, if you have a negative 8, so let's think about the number line here. I'll draw it on pause. Okay, so if you're starting at negative 8 here, right, and now you're going to subtract, which means you're going to go left, but then you're going to subtract a negative, which means you're going to switch directions, right, whenever the negative. So this negative tells you to go left, and this negative tells you down to go right. So this says switch switch direction, switch direction. So they're going to actually together make you go right. So this is the same as adding. So anytime you see a minus and negative, just turn it into a plus. It makes it way easier. And that way, if you're at -8, you just have to add 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I lost count. Sorry. 8 to here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 5. Okay. And then this is just a regular subtraction problem. Use your calculator. 3.5 minus 12.4 is -9.4. And then 9 minus 9 is 0. Okay, so try this one on your, try this one on your own and then check back for the solution. Okay, hopefully you got 13.5 here because you turned this into a plus. You can also, when you put this in your calculator, do 4.8, then do minus, and then do negative. So minus and negative are, and most calculators, different buttons. So make sure you figure out which one's on the TI-30, there's a button that just says negative like that, which is different than the button this is subtract and this is negative. And then you can do that in your calculator, and then that's where you get your 13.5. Okay, now we just have a word problem. A reef explorer dives 25 feet to photograph brain coral. So it goes 25 feet and then rises 16. So this is, you go down, so minus 25 feet, then rises 16, so it's plus 16 feet to travel a ridge, then diving another 47, minus 47, diving means it goes down, and then it's going to rise 29. What's the location of the cavern in relation to the sea level? So here is my sea level. If this is 0, then what you're just going to do is go minus 25 plus 16 minus 47 plus 29. And I think they want you to be like, this is negative 25 plus 16 plus negative 47 plus 29. But this is the same thing, remember. Adding a negative is the same as subtracting. So just do that in your calculator. Negative 25 plus 16 minus 47 plus 29. And you get, this should be negative 27 feet. So you're 27 feet or 27 feet below sea level would be the actual answer. Okay, so then try this one on your own and then check back for the solution. Okay, hopefully you got 2,473 feet below sea level, right? Because you got a negative. You just did down minus 803 plus 215, down 2619 and up 734. And that's it. Enjoy.